Hello everyone, how are you? Sean? Welcome to a new video. This video is going to be a little different. It'll be a mix of reports and my reaction videos to Twitter content. Why? Because on February 27th, actor Jim Hackman passed away. You may have heard, maybe yes, maybe not, maybe you know him, maybe not. And up to there, a normal news. I mean, he was a 95-year-old actor, so one can presume that he died of old age. But it turns out there are very strange circumstances surrounding his death. Circumstances that also surround the death of his wife, who was found lifeless in the house, and the death of one of the dogs they had, which was found lifeless locked in a piece of furniture that was inside the bathroom. A piece of furniture like a wardrobe, a place they used for storage. The bathroom items from the bathroom, and this dog was locked in there. Beyond that, there are other quite strange circumstances that have to do with how they found these bodies. What was the condition of the house when they accessed it? And a couple of conspiracy theories that are circling around this whole issue. Theories that have to do with Jeffrey Epstein, theories that have to do with Hollywood, with celebrities, and so on. Let's talk a little bit about this. Let's review what they are saying on Twitter and in the news about this topic. And we will be reviewing these theories to see if more data appears, to see if we can clarify a bit what happened. For those unfamiliar with Jim Hackman, we prepared a very brief report for the channel. I'll leave it to you to decide when to air it. Next, on February 27th, 2025, the world of cinema lost one of its most emblematic figures, Jim Hackman. The actor, 95 years old, was found lifeless alongside his wife, Betsy Araqua, 63 years old, and their dog at their residence in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Local authorities reported that no crime is suspected, although the exact causes of the deaths are still under investigation. Eugene Allen Hackman was born on January 30, 1930 in San Bernardino, California. Son of Eugene Ezra Hartman, a newspaper editor, and Lydia Gray, he lived a childhood marked by his parents' separation in 1943. At 16 years old, he lied about his age to enlist in the United States Navy, where he served as a radio operator in places like China, Hawaii, and Japan for 3 years. Following military service, Hackman studied journalism at the University of Illinois. However, his passion for acting led him to enroll at the Pasadena Playhouse in Los Angeles. There he met Dustin Hoffman, with whom he shared a close friendship and faced initial challenges. Due to his unconventional appearance for the Hollywood standards of the time, Hackman's talent began to be recognized with his role in Bonnie and Clyde from 1967, where he played Buck Barrow, brother of Warren Beatty's character. This performance earned him his first Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His consecration came with The French Connection from 1971, where he brought to life Detective Popeye Doyle, a role that earned him his first Oscar for Best Actor. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Hackman stood out in a variety of roles, demonstrating his versatility. In films such as The Conversation from 1974, Superman from 1978 as the villain Lex Luthor, and Mississippi Burning from 1988. Which earned him another Oscar nomination. In 1992, he won his second Oscar for his role in Unforgiven, directed by Clint Eastwood. Hackman was married to Faye Maltese from 1956 to 1986, with whom he had 3 children. In 1991, he married Betsy Araqua, a pianist with whom he shared his final years. In 2004, he decided to retire from acting to dedicate himself to writing and painting, staying away from the spotlight and leading a quiet life in New Mexico. With a career that spanned more than 6 decades and over 80 films, Jim Hackman left an indelible mark on the history of cinema. His talent, versatility, and charisma made him one of Hollywood's most respected actors in history. He received numerous awards, including 2 Oscars, one for The Frame Connection and another for Unforgiven, 4 Golden Globes, a British Academy of Film and Television Arts, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. The passing of Jim Hackman marks the end of an era. His talent, discipline, and commitment to acting made him a true icon. Although he is gone, his work will endure on screens worldwide, inspiring future generations. Now, specifically, what happened? Well, we have the 911 call that one of them made. I think it's one of the guards or a maintenance person from where he lived. Maybe someone who found the bodies. Let's listen. The 911 call, I think it's in English. Let's see if we can translate it as we go. This is Eric Hickam with the Southern Beach Summit. I'm here with Pat, Tantos, and Louie. I think we just found one or two deceased persons inside the house. Basically, it's called 911. The 911 operator answers, and he tells him that it's him. It's like the caretaker. The caretaker is like the caretaker of the place that's there. I mean, of the house. And he tells him, I think I found two bodies. I think I found one or two deceased bodies inside a house. Well, and I ask him, what is the address? There's no address. Nobody answers, he says. I'm going to wait here, he says. Send someone quickly. And did you work in the country? Hello. And basically, he gives the indication of where he is. He says, I'm going to stay here. Send someone when they come. They will find me in this place and we will go in. He reiterates his role as the subdivision's caretaker. Characters in the care and love department include someone who wants to come to that. You're going to give me a lot of it and then you're going to give me more of it. Give me a second. Let me talk to the paramedics. Are you with the people now with the patients? Yes, I'm on their property. There's no address? So we're going to have to meet up with the ambulance or the police, near the entrance, let's say, from the house to the house. He asks the patient's gender, and the patient responds. He tells him about a man and a woman, probably asking if they are breathing or awake, but says he has no idea. And he explains to him that he is looking out the window and that she is lying on the floor. Going to be a white brother. No. Is he moving or something? He says, no, he's not moving. I already sent someone. And the operator tells him the units are already on their way there. And he tells her, well, we're going to meet at the entrance to the house because they're going to need a code to get in. Well, basically, that was the call to 911, the 911 call that alerted the authorities. The call doesn't say much, but basically, this caretaker sees Betsy Arakawa lying down. He sees her from the window but doesn't enter the house, not wanting to get involved. He tells them, I see her lying down inside the house. Send the units, and that's when 911 was alerted to what was happening. The news says Jim Hackman and his wife were found partially mummified. There are pills scattered in the bathroom. Here we have another tweet that talks a little more. It says, Jim Hackman, legendary Hollywood actor known for films like The Frame Connection and The Unforgivables. He, his wife, and one of their dogs were found dead in their home in New Mexico. The discovery, made by maintenance workers, occurred at least 9 days after the last event recorded in Hackman's step tracker. Dated February 17, 2025. This timeline has raised questions about why someone took so long to notice his absence, especially given Hackman's fame. Initial police findings indicated that there was no external trauma and tests for carbon monoxide poisoning came back negative, which leaves the cause of death unclear. The investigation has involved the seizure of several items, including medications such as Tylenol, thyroid medications, and diltiazepam, a pill for high blood pressure, as well as 2 green cell phones, a 2025 agenda and medical records from MyQuest and Quest Diagnostic. These details suggest that the police are exploring possible medical or communication-related leads. The circumstances have sparked speculation, particularly around the delay in discovery and the simultaneous deaths of Hackman and his wife. Some wonder if medications could have played a role, while others question whether cell phones or the schedule contain clues about the last days. Conspiracy theories range from foul play by unknown parties to cover-up by the authorities, and some even link the deaths to Hackman's past roles or secret societies. The involvement of the maintenance workers in the discovery adds another layer of intrigue, with questions about their presence and possible connections in the case. That tweet is quite explanatory, and it's what we're suggesting, let's say, in all of this. We have a news report from Dakota News, for example, that says the sheriff confirms that Jim Hackman and his wife tested negative for carbon monoxide. The preliminary autopsy results did not determine how Oscar-winning actor Jim Hackman and his wife died in their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. But they did rule out that they died from carbon monoxide poisoning, said the sheriff leading the investigation on Friday. The condition of the bodies found on Wednesday indicated that the deaths occurred at least several days earlier and that there were no signs of crime. At a press conference, Santa Fe County Sheriff Adam Mendoza said that the initial examination by the medical examiner showed no signs of carbon monoxide, a colorless and odorless gas produced by kitchen appliances and other items that burn fuel when they accumulate in poorly ventilated homes can be fatal. Mendoza also said that an examination of 95-year-old Hackman's pacemaker showed that it stopped working on February 17th, which means he could have died. 9 days earlier, Hackman was found in an entrance. His wife, 65-year-old Betsy Arakawa, was found in an ice bath. There was a heater near her head and pills were scattered next to an open medicine bottle on the counter. Investigators said the heater likely fell when she did. The role of pills or other drugs won't be known until toxicology tests are completed in the coming weeks. Examiners will look to analyze blood and urine if available, but they may also resort to an oily liquid that normally accumulates in the lung and abdominal cavities, and samples of muscle and brain to help determine the causes of death. Let's see, what else do we have? The initial autopsy also found no external trauma on any of the bodies. Dr. Victor Wendt, a forensic pathologist, said there are many reasons why a body could be found on the ground without any kind of blows or bruises, even if they simply lay down because they felt unwell. Investigators will examine the couple's phones, schedules, and contact relatives, neighbors, and community workers. The couple was very private, making it hard to reconstruct a timeline, Mendoza said. Authorities do not believe the house had surveillance cameras. He and another good, the worker who called 911 1911, says, they later told authorities that they rarely saw the owners and that their last contact with them had been 2 weeks ago. Here in the newspaper La Nación we have a news that says, meanwhile, authorities are trying to unravel what happened inside the house they shared. New Mexico. The daughters of Jim Hackman, Elizabeth and Leslie, and his granddaughter broke the silence and referred to the mysterious death of the actor and his wife, pianist Betsy Arakawa. In a statement that was published by People, the heirs of the star of French Connection indicated, with great sadness, we announced the death of our father, Jim Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. He was loved and admired by millions of people around the world for his brilliant acting career, but to us he was always just Dad and Grandpa. They expressed their devastation and how much he will be missed. Hours earlier, 63-year-old Elizabeth had pointed out to TMZ that the family was still unsure of what happened, although they suspected that the deaths of Hackman and Arakawa could have been caused by carbon monoxide inhalation. Although initially the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office indicated that they did not suspect a crime had been committed. As a factor in these deaths, the intoxication theory fell by its own weight. Hours later, when the area's gas company indicated that there were no signs or evidence to suggest that there were problems associated with the pipes inside and around the residence. According to TMZ, the fire department also found no evidence pointing in this direction. The investigation into the death of the couple and their German Shepherd took a turn on Thursday afternoon. The death of the two deceased individuals is suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation, because the reporting party found the front door of the residence unsecured and open, states a search warrant released by TMZ. The officers observed a healthy dog loose on the property, another also healthy, near the deceased woman, a dead dog lying 3 or 4 meters from the woman. In a closet inside the bathroom, the heater moved, the pill bottle open, and pills scattered next to the woman. The deceased man, located in a separate room of the residence and with no obvious signs of a gas leak, indicates the report. The police report also indicates that the bodies were discovered by 2 maintenance workers who had not seen the couple in 2 weeks. The men reported to the authorities that the front door was ajar when they arrived. However, the officers found no signs of forced entry. According to TMZ, the police found the 64-year-old woman lying on her right side on the bathroom floor with a black heater near her head. Apparently, they believe that the device could have moved from the dresser if she had a harsh fall. They also found an orange medicine bottle on the counter and pills scattered around. Her body was decomposed and showed swelling in her face and signs of mummification on her hands and feet when the officers found her. As for Hackman, his body was found in a room near the kitchen. He was fully dressed, and it is suspected that he also fell because his sunglasses were next to him on the floor. After evaluating all the details of the preliminary investigation, the agents handling the case requested a search warrant for the property, because they consider the deaths of the actor and his wife to be suspicious enough to require a thorough search and investigation. And that's what we have for now regarding Jim Hackman and his wife and the dog, which was also found dead, locked inside a closet. There is talk of many possibilities of a pact, a death pact. There is also talk that perhaps they had agreed that if he died, she would take her own life. It's unclear why. If the dog is dead inside the closet, it may have been involved somehow. In this situation, the pact also included the dog. There's talk that they were murdered. That's why the front door was open and it was unlocked. That's where the conspiracy theories about Hollywood come into play. They lived near Jeffrey Epstein's house. Such issues are being discussed. These conspiracy theories always come up in cases like this, but there's still nothing concrete. It's all very suspicious. It's all very, very suspicious. Mainly because he was supposedly dead 9 days before he was found. So we need to establish when she died, when the dog died, and why the dog was locked inside that closet. And why the other dogs, right? Why were the other dogs loose and roaming around the property? It's a mystery that's haunting Hollywood. These are the clues that are appearing right now at this moment, but it's still not a closed case. An official version of the events has not yet been given. Therefore, this leaves us room to continue investigating the case if other data appear. If you want us to continue investigating the Jim Hackman case, simply like this video and comment. Part 2. If you want us to do a second part about the case, I also want to mention that you will have found out recently. Actress Michelle Trachtenberg passed away, an actress who died at a very young age. I believe she was 39 years old at the time of her death, in other words, younger than me. And it was also under strange circumstances. There were comments in the last few days about her health status, about her appearance, that she didn't look healthy. She had a liver transplant not too long ago. She looked yellow in the face, her eyes were yellow too, and there was also talk of strange situations. Was it suicide? Was it murder? Did it have anything to do with her transplant? What caused Michelle Trachtenberg's death? If you want us to talk about this, ask for it in the comments. Ask for it in the comments for us to make a video about it. For now, this is Jim Hackman's video, but we do not rule out that we will make a second part about this case. And if you want us to do one about Michelle, you can also request it and we'll make a video about it. I tell you that in these days we are going to start with a new format on this channel, which is going to be called The Morgue. The Morgue. The upcoming topic will be about autopsies of Hollywood celebrities. About what the forensic doctors said when they came across the bodies of celebrities who died under strange circumstances. We're discussing cases like those of Michael Jackson and Amy Winehouse. What did the forensic report say? What was found in their bodies? What were the causes of their death? We're going to start next week with this section. So stay tuned. If you're not getting video notifications, I see that it's happening and I see many comments about it. Click the bell icon located below. If it's already selected, deselect it and click it again. Activate it again, or if you want, you can unsubscribe and subscribe again. Basically show interaction with the videos. YouTube may not count engagement metrics like comments, likes, or full video views if a user is inactive for an extended period. It takes it as a lack of interest in the content, so it stops recommending the videos to that person. So that YouTube recommends the videos and they appear on the homepage and so on. They just have to interact with the video, comment, leave a like, subscribe or unsubscribe and subscribe back, hit the bell again, deactivate it and reactivate it. Any activity they do with the video, any interaction they make again, YouTube is going to take it as if they are interested in the channel and they are going to recommend the videos again. This has happened to me many times. I'm totally used to this happening. If it bothers you that YouTube doesn't recommend my videos, touch around there. And surely this interaction will reactivate. For now, I have nothing more to say. Check out our latest video uploads. You may have missed them. We've been posting several videos recently. So check there, huh? Go to the video section on my channel and you'll see all the latest stuff we've been uploading. Maybe if you missed any, check it out because we've been releasing several. With nothing more to add, I'll leave a few new videos here for your binge watching pleasure. I say goodbye. My name is Magnus Mephisto and we'll see each other in the next video. Goodbye.